last 4 assaults by Vic and crowed, I quote, "I am glad to see conventions canceled." That day, Kawaii-Con canceled Vic's appearance. On February 1st, 2019, Toye tweeted he personally knew that Vic was, quote, "guilty on at least 4 accounts." That day, the Kawaii-Con Dallas convention canceled Vic's appearance. However, on March 24th, 2019, Vic was re-invited to the Kawaii-Con Dallas convention. Good job, Kawaii-Con. You guys rock. Thank you for that. On February 2nd, 2019, Toye tweeted that Vic needed to prove himself, quote, "not to be a predator." The next day, Ancient City Con canceled Vic's appearance. On February 4th, 2019, Toye tweeted multiple times that Vic was, quote, "a predator," called Vic, quote, "a perp," and asserted there are, quote, "over 100 accounts and still more to come." Figure 1. So here's his tweet. We'll read it in a second. That day, Denver Comic-Con canceled Vic's appearance. It's almost like the days of cancellations are coinciding directly with Toye, definitely not a Funimation agent or representative, although he's got inside information to an investigation, but definitely not a Funimation agent or representative. They're canceling his appearances the same day that Toye tweets over and over again, calling Vic a predator. Ron Toye says, "He is down because he took advantage of girls. Buddy, how about get a grip on reality and stop harassing people?" Over 100, you would want someone else to get a grip on reality, wouldn't you? Over 100 accounts and still more to come, and you defend this sack of poop. Get a life. Wow. Over 100 accounts? Well, that'll be interesting, won't it? On February 5th, 2019, Funimation informed Anime News Network that Vic's employment had been terminated. And Toye again tweeted his accusation that Vic is a, quote, predator over the next 24 hours, almost as if in response to another tweet from an agent of Funimation. Florida SuperCon, Raleigh SuperCon, Comic-Con, and Hudson Valley Comic Con all canceled Vic's appearances. On February 6, 2019, Toye tweeted that over 100 women had made accusations of assault, quote, of assault, that the allegations against Vic were, quote, corroborated, and that, quote, there were mountains of testimony, and that Funimation, quote, have proof. That's why they fired him. Monica, Toye's fiance, also tweeted on February 6th that, quote, it happened to me, and that, quote, I'm only one voice on a sea of many. He's hurt enough people. He's a sick man and he needs help. Later that day, Jamie attempted to rebuff those questioning the veracity of Monica's post on Twitter. Figure 2. Here we go. Figure 2. Jamie Marchi says, yes, I want his head. I want his balls. I want him to feel an ounce of pain he's caused others and then effing choke on it. I want you to take his dick out of your ears so you can actually hear reality. But, you know, that's just me. What about innocent until proven guilty? Works in a court of law. Sometimes name and shame is the fastest way to the courtroom. Is it? Isn't it nice to be in court? You dumb hoe. Two days later, Jamie tweeted that Vic had assaulted her several years prior by grabbing her hair and whispering in her ear. What he whispered, she couldn't remember. That, quote, in the last week or so, I've heard accounts of him doing this exact thing to half a dozen other women that I personally know. And that Vic is, quote, a predator. Now, to be fair, Vic may have had some metallic dreadlocks and they may just have him confused. On February 11th, 2019, Funimation made its investigation public via Twitter, declaring it determined Vic had engaged in, quote, harassment or threatening behavior. Monica responded that there were, quote, multiple investigations with testimony, proof, evidence. Figure 3. Funimation says, everyone, we wanted to give you an update on the Vic Mignogna situation. Following an investigation, Funimation recast Vic Mignogna and Maros Mononoke in Season 2. Funimation will not be engaging Mignogna in future productions. Part of our core mission is to celebrate the diversity of the anime community and to share our love for this genre and its positive impact on all. We do not any kind of harassment or threatening behavior being directed at anyone. Edit. We do not condone any kind of harassment or threatening behavior being directed at anyone. Clever Fox Soul says, if Vic was fired, then Monica should be as well. Since both are a cause of problems, harassing fans, both sides should be recast. This way, it's fair until investigation is done. Seriously. And notice that his like ratio is bigger than Monica's. That's sad. Monica, here's a factual assertion, backing up, acting as an agent or vice principal of Funimation and backing up the veracity of their claims against him. Hey, Funimation. Hey, Funimation. Maybe you should have shut them up a long time ago, right? Right? Maybe you should have done that. But now, what do you have? What do you have? You have an apparent agent with insider knowledge, definitely a vice principal under Texas law, stating with all of her apparent authority that you conducted multiple investigations with testimony, proof, evidence that goes all the way back to you. So you don't get to hide from that because your agent flat out said it. Flat out said it, you idiots. Why didn't you shut these people up a long time ago? I hope you got them under non-disclosure agreements. God, I hope you were smart enough to get these unimportant, replaceable fifth Bulma contractors under non-disclosure agreements, because if you didn't take mitigating steps to go ahead and prevent the damage that an apparent agent would do, someone who holds herself as having all the knowledge of Funimation, it would be really a shame if you did everything else right, but her words put you in the ground. That would be so flipping smart of you. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? And the dumb thing is, I know your attorneys know this, and your executives are too stupid to realize what's happening. Hey, Funimation execs, I've been telling you for over a month. Control these people. Fix your stupid issues with the crediting. And over and over and over again, you shove your dirty anus in the fan's face and you expect us to just sniff your farts. Not gonna work for you anymore, you morons.